How to do Google Hangouts lower third. Use it for branding and marketing your business. Hi, my name is Doug with Doug Green Media, and I want to show you how to use what's called the lower third in Google Hangouts. Now this is really cool. What it does is basically just put a little title bar across the bottom of the Hangout, and you can use this and you can put whatever wording you want in there. You've got two lines you can use. And this is great for putting your name and tagline or your name and website on there. And if you're in a video conference, it helps people remember who each person is if they don't know each other. If you're doing a webinar style hangout, you could have your name and your URL down there or your tagline. And there's any number of other uses you can use for it, but it's really cool. So the way that you turn it on first is you come over to the left-hand side of the Hangout, and you'll see a little square here, a little icon that says Hangout Toolbox. Now, if you haven't activated this yet, the way that you would turn it on is you would come down to these three dots down at the bottom of the icons, and then you would come down to Add Apps, and you would do a search on Hangout Toolbox. And then you would just go through the process of adding it to so that it shows up on the icons. Since I already have it, we'll go straight to it. And when I click on it, notice how over on the right-hand side, there is a toolbar that shows up, the toolbox, and there's 6 icons across the top. The one I want to click is this one that looks like a person's silhouette in a circle. And when I click that on, you'll see what's called the lower third. Now, when I click on, you'll see how this bar shows up across the bottom. So to use it, I'm going to put in my name and URL. So I put in Doug Green Media, and then I'll put in my URL, and I want to give this a name so it's saved as a preset. So I'm going to call this Doug Green Media, and I hit save. Now for it to show up, there's two things I can do. I can either click on, off, and then on, it will show up. Or I can simply click on go down to the Save Presets and click it, and it will show up. Now notice it's backwards, and when you're actually creating it, it shows up backwards. But the way you can get it to show up the right way is click this little icon here. It says Mirror Local Video. And that's what it looks like normally. Now, understand that even if it looks reversed on yours, everybody else is seeing it in the right direction. And when you go to the replay, it'll look the same. It's just on your own monitor, that it shows up backwards. Now, if I want to create another one, I can turn this one off, and I can enter a new name, and let's do lower third test, and we'll call this Hangout lower third test. And then I'll call this, I want to give it another name, so I'll call this Hangout test 1/3 test. And I hit save. And it says I need to enable it. I save it, and now you'll see that there are 2 down here. So now the one that's showing up is the lower third test. If I want to use Doug Green Media, I can simply click on that one, and that one will show up. If I want the Hangout third, I click on that one. And you can also change the color. So the way you do that is click here on the Pick Color, and let's go to a red for this one. Okay. So now it's in red, and to change it, I go to off and then back on, and now you'll see it shows up in red. So that's how you can change the color of the bands. So that is how you use the Google Hangouts lower third. If you'd like more information on how you can use Google Hangouts and web video for your business, go to www.dougsfreevideotips.com.